Communicating well in English is about more than just the words you choose. While speaking is very important for expressing ourselves, we can communicate a lot without a word. Your body language, facial expressions, and even how far you stand from your audience can say a lot. Each element of nonverbal communication will be explained first through an example of what not to do, and then you will see a corrected or more typical American version. Let's begin.
Hi, Don. I just wanted to ask you a quick question about what we learned today.
Sure. What can I help you with?
In some cultures, it is appropriate to stand very close to others and to communicate at a closer range. In America, we feel that standing too close to others is inappropriate and uncomfortable.
We each have a preferred amount of personal space that depends on the situation, level of familiarity with those around us, and our temperament. There are different spatial zones for different situations with actual measurements of appropriate space.
The intimate space zone is a distance appropriate for couples, close friends, and family. The zone ranges from no distance between the speakers to about 1.5 feet away.
The personal space zone is an appropriate distance for talking with friends at a party, discussions with associates or professors, and group discussions. It starts at about an arm's length away and ends at around a 4-foot distance.
The social space zone is a distance appropriate for strangers and new acquaintances. It ranges from 4 to 8 feet.
The last zone, public space, includes anything more than 8 feet away and is used for larger audiences during situations such as speeches and lectures.
Hi, Don. I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Oh, sure. Well, what can I help you with?
I was a little confused about what we learned today.
Oh, sure. Distance is the ground an object covers during its motion. Displacement is an object's overall change in position. Are we understanding this?
Yes.
Catherine, that's an extremely inappropriate gesture. Please leave at once and come see me in my office after class.
What did she do wrong?
Gesticulation is how you move your hands and arms while speaking and is used to emphasize what you are saying. Research shows that American audiences view people who use a greater variety of hand gestures as more trustworthy, passionate, and logical. Some gestures convey direct meaning and are recognized across most cultures, like waving your hand when you say hello. However, some gestures may be considered offensive in certain cultures. In American culture, the hand signals A-OK and thumbs up can mean I'm okay, well done, I understand you, or I agree with you. The thumbs up hand signal is actually very offensive in certain cultures, similar to the Western middle finger.
In this simple example, we can see that distance and displacement can be quite different. Here, displacement is going to be about 3 feet. It's the ground an object covers during its motion. But displacement will be much less. It will be only, yes?
1 foot?
Correct. Great job.
Excuse me, Mr. Payne, do you have a minute?
Sure. What can I help you with?
Well, I was having trouble deriving the quadratic formula. Is he even listening to me? I understand that sometimes you can't factor quadratic, but how do you complete the square?
Why is she staring at me? It's so rude. Well, as with many math problems, you first assert that a solution exists, and then you go find out what it is. In this case,
in America, we look at each other and occasionally nod to show that we are paying attention. We also smile when greeting someone to show that we care, acknowledge good news, or show approval. Let's try it again.
Excuse me, Mr. Payne, but do you have a minute?
Yes, sure. What can I help you with?
I'm having trouble deriving the quadratic formula.
Uh-huh.
I understand that sometimes you can't factor a quadratic.
Right.
But how do you complete the square?
Well, as with many math problems, you first assert that a solution exists, and then you go and find it. In this case, the solution would look something like this.
As you can see, communication is about more than words. Your body language can change the meaning of what you are trying to say. But on the other hand, it can also enhance what you are trying to say. If you want to see how you are doing, practice in front of a mirror or videotape yourself. If you ever feel unsure of American norms of nonverbal communication, you can always ask a trusted friend or colleague, and they will be more than happy to explain their personal view. Please comment in the section below if you have any questions or if you would like to share your personal experiences with nonverbal communication.